It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I am super excited to be able to continue Maggie Holmes Monday. So this series was started by Sarah, and I joined her, and then she is not going to continue for the year of 2025. So I put it out if anybody would like to join me, and Lissa from Bangs and Glasses gladly accepted. So anybody else who would like to join, let us know. But I will have Lissa's video listed down below so you can check out what she is doing. If you check out her year in a wrap up, I'm not sure what she called it, but all of her videos of the year had something to do with Spotify. I forget. But she used a ton of Maggie Holmes, and she said she still had a ton of Maggie Holmes, and I was like, well, let's help each other out, and let's continue using our Maggie Holmes stash. So I pulled out all of my Maggie Holmes stash for this layout because I wasn't sure where to start. I really don't have any full collections of anything. Probably the most I have of a collection is Forever Fields, which is the latest one, I believe. And so I do have some 12 by 12 paper of that. Other than that, I don't have, Woodland Grove. I have a project pad. But otherwise, I don't have any 12 by 12 paper. So I am using this paper from Forever Fields as my background, and then I am backing my photos in paper from Parasol, and the blue and white one is actually from Gather, so that's a really old piece. But I do have quite a bit of small paper pads, so maybe I need to bring this into Mad About paper pads as well so that I can use up some of this paper. So you can see there, it's a big pile. And most of them are fairly well used except for this Woodland Grove. I think I got it on clearance at Joann's. And so this one is pretty full. I know that Maggie always does a wood grain, and she does wood grain amazingly. So I was looking for a wood grain, and this is the only piece of Maggie Holmes wood grain that I have left. So I am going to go ahead and cut it apart. And my idea here is I have 4 3x4 photos, and I backed them, and I'm going to stagger them, and I'm basically going to place them on this shelf. Or at least that's where my initial thought process is. So when I looked at these photos and I had picked out the background paper, that's kind of how I decided I wanted to do them. So these 4 photos are of a street in, I think this is in Madrid, and it's just all these pop-up bookstores, and these books are shoved in there and piled in there, and my husband doesn't read. He'll listen to books occasionally, but he doesn't read, and he doesn't like books as much as I do. I probably could have spent all day just looking through all of these old books, new books, and I do kind of wish that I would have bought one, even if it was in Spanish. Maybe that would help me with my learning of Spanish, is to have a book to read through. But I just thought it was one of the prettiest things I saw. And I love that the buildings are blue and they're kind of whitewashed wood, and I just loved everything about them. They're little yellow canopies. Yeah. So really enjoyed seeing this. So before I dug in to this layout, I have this bag. You see that clear bag over to the side that just has all random bits and pieces from old Maggie Holmes collections. So I went through them and I pulled out a couple of fussy cut books, some florals, that type of thing. I just figured if I go through some of this, then I'll maybe be able to pare it down. It was kind of hard when you're using like all the stash instead of just some of the stash, but I'm going to make it work. So I really was struggling with the whole shelf thing, even though that was really where my brain wanted to go. So I went ahead and I took those two pieces and I separated them. And I put one on the top and one on the bottom. Still staggered the photos in the middle, and I like it a lot better. So I've done kind of a diagonal design with the embellishing, starting in the upper right-hand corner and moving your way down to the lower left-hand corner. So I have those fussy cutout books. I got a tag. There is this ephemera piece that I had to use. I absolutely had to use it. Wasn't sure if I was going to make it work, but it's the one down at the bottom, and it's probably hard to tell what it is, but it's like how to do a library thing. And so it's got in the corner, it says books are arranged from left to right, numerical by call number. And I just thought that was so funny because there is no real organization, especially in the like close-ups of just the books. Like they were just piled upon piled in there. And I just had to use that on this layout, and I wasn't sure how it was going to work, but I did snuggle it down there. And then once I added a couple of stickers around it, it worked pretty good. Also, I grabbed from the Woodland Grove sticker sheet, kind of those little half circles, and made a little scallop border on the bottom. And then from Market Square, I grabbed a little blue house thing. It actually is a grocery store, so I'm going to stick a floral puffy sticker on there. Also going to stick a floral puffy sticker on the tag hole. And then I also added a chipboard tree. And there was just this little weird gap underneath that house because it wasn't quite as tall as the book. So I just grabbed this piece. I think it was also from Market Square in their ephemera pack. It's just like a little arrow label kind of thing. And so I'm going to put that on the bottom. I am going to go through a couple of the sticker books and see if there's anything that I can add. I think the only thing that I added from the sticker book was that wander, because we didn't plan on going here. We literally wandered upon it, which I was super excited about. So that kind of fills in that space at the bottom. And then I will go off screen and do my title that actually says Libros. And so it's up there in the top in some gold as well. So this is my layout. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I would love to know how much Maggie Holmes stash you still have. So that is going to do it for me today. Remember to check out Lissa and remember to wear your crown. So we'll see you next month. Bye.